Hi everyone, Essex Dave here and welcome to Yau Tong Station. Why am I here? I'm going to Mo Guai San, or in English, Devil's Peak. First things first, let's get out of the station. Once you're up on the concourse, head for exit A.
為保安全，穿着拖鞋或涼鞋嘅乘客使用扶手電梯時，請勿站近梯級邊緣。為保安全，穿着拖鞋或涼鞋的乘客使用扶手電梯時，請不要站近梯級邊緣。For safety reasons, if you're wearing slippers or sandals, please stand clear of the step edge when traveling on escalators.
Tap out your octopus card and let's head for the shopping mall. Once you reach this point, your target is in sight. Devil's Peak straight ahead. As you can see, there's lots of high-rise buildings around here. And the urban area is very close to Devil's Peak. In fact, these buildings actually feel like they're taller than it. If you look up there, you can see a flag post or maybe a lightning conductor. That's the top of Devil's Peak and that's where we're going. Once you reach this sign here, you just turn around and start to follow this road up towards the mountaintop. Carry on up the road. It is a fairly easy trek up, not very strenuous, so you get lots of families and older people coming out here at the weekend. That is one good reason for coming here. You get quite a reasonable workout. It doesn't take too long and you don't get tired out. But there are some other reasons for coming here. Up at the top of Devil's Peak, there is some military ruins from the British Army. Another reason for coming is you get a different view of Victoria Harbour. Most tourists, visitors, even local people go up to the top of Victoria Peak to look down at the harbour. But from here, it's a totally different kind of view from a different angle. Of course, it all depends on the weather, because sometimes it's a little bit hazy. And the final reason to come up is that the view actually points to the west. And the west, you've got a good chance of getting a spectacular sunset sometimes. So fingers crossed, and I hope today is that day. The sun is starting to sink a little bit. You can see it reflecting off the water, nice golden water. Unfortunately, it is a bit hazy, so I don't know what kind of sunset I'm gonna get. But I'll have to see in about an hour. This is where the trail really starts. So up the steps. Going to walk up now to the fortifications, and then you can see the significance of Devil's Peak to the British Army and also to the local people. This is some of the ruins at Devil's Peak. These are the underground bunkers and magazines where they would have stored the ammunition. They're in pretty poor repair at the moment, but at least they've been preserved. And further around here you've got the gun emplacement. This is where they would have had their big guns pointing out to sea. And in a minute you're going to see what a strategic this place was. This would have been another gun emplacement. Massive big guns to protect outside here, which is just be careful. This is the Lei Yue Mun channel. As you can see, it's quite narrow. Over there is North Point or Walkabout, very very close, and down below Lei Yue Mun village or seafood village. So it was reasonably easy to defend. This protected the eastern entrance into Victoria Harbour, so it was fairly strategic and worth protecting. So the British would have been stationed here waiting to repel any enemies or any invaders around the First World War and the Second World War. But before then, down below, this was a pirate village. The pirates used to control the channel, and I presume they would have gone out and extracted some form of payment from ships or boats who wanted to use the channel, because it's not so far to go and they could have moved very quickly. As you can see, the sun is starting to go down nicely. We've got a nice reflection off the harbour. We just want a nice red sky to go with it. To Devil's Peak, the only way is up. Just a few more steps to go until we reach the redoubt, and I'll take you on a quick tour around the perimeter of the fortifications so you can have a better look. Quite a nice sunset here tonight at Devil's Peak. If you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe and to like. You've got a very nice view of Hong Kong Island all the way round to the Kowloon Peninsula. As always, thanks for watching, and join me again in another walkabout around Hong Kong.